It's the basement. Yo. YouTube family, my junk family, junkrepreneurs, entrepreneurs, what up though? What's going on? I am Mr. AMG, and I'm briefly going to touch on getting full house clean outs. Now, for those who've been following me, know that when I first got started doing this, I only had one actual junk removal job during that time, man. And it was quite an experience. That video up there still, so feel free to go back and check your boy out, laugh, get you some laughs. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I came a long way since then, y'all, and I want to talk to y'all about actually getting these house clean outs, man. When you first start doing junk removal, man, it's not as simple as you think to get out here and just get the full house clean outs. You're probably gonna have to work your way up to them with a bunch of little odds and ends, work your way up to a full load, and so forth. That's how it went for me. Primarily I was getting more rentals along the way than anything else, but I knew junk removal would be something that I would do really, really well in, man, and I'm excelling in it. But here's what you need to know, and what I want you to look out for when you're getting these, or you're on the hunt for these full house clean outs. Before I do that, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, drop a comment. All of those things are really, really appreciated, man. Shout out to the new subs that I recently got. I hope you find the content I'm putting out worthwhile. All right, so when you start to get these, or since you're looking for the full house clean outs, I want you to understand that you're gonna get these houses. You're gonna come across some houses that will have a lot of things in them. Some nasty things, man. Some will be not so bad, but for the most part, I've encountered a lot of nasty homes, y'all. Nasty homes. So if you want to get involved in the full house clean outs, you want to make sure that you have people that you can rely on that are actually going to get busy and help you complete the project. All right, you don't want to take on more than you can chew. Trust me, you're going to need more than yourself to get rid of 3 loads in a timely fashion. All right, and that's just 3 loads. All right, I've been doing the math on it. Anything that's in the 3 load range, you're going to want to develop. You're going to want to have to, that's a whole day, pretty much. That's just pretty much a whole day. You might be able to get it done a few hours earlier than expected, man, but if you start early, depending on what time the dumps close, you're going to spend a whole day there. So you want to keep that in mind as well. Again, going back to having reliable people, this is where you're going to have to make sure you have reliable people to help you out, because the landfills, transfer stations are only open so long, all right, throughout the day. Give or take how long you quote that actual job. Most people try to get jobs like that done in a day. It may take you 2 days. You may be finishing up the next day. Anything other than 2 days, y'all, in my opinion, man, you got problems right there. All right. So if you're doing one load, 1.5 loads in one day, and you got to go back and do another load and a half, and it's scattered out within a 3-day range, in my opinion, you're doing something wrong. Somebody's slacking, and you need to find that weak link, you feel me, and get it together, because your name's on the line out here. So you want to be able to take on these full house clean outs, and you want to be able to knock them out efficiently, and you want to be able to knock it out in a timely fashion, man. Trust me, people appreciate that, depending on if you're dealing with like property management companies, or if you're just dealing with somebody who may own a few rental homes or whatnot. They'll definitely keep you in mind for all their upcoming cleanouts. All right, so you want to make sure you got reliable people. It's only so much time in the day, y'all, so keep that in mind. When you go to bid on these jobs, all right, it can be a bit overwhelming. And this is where I was struggling at in the very beginning. I lost out on a few jobs because I didn't actually know how to bid correctly. But I've came a long way since then, so I'm winning a lot more bids. So if you want to win bids, I got a little advice for you here with that. All right, so basically how I do it, now to each his own, but the way I do it, I already know what my dumpsters can hold in them. All right, I already know what my dumpsters can hold in them. I already have a system in place where I know how I'm going to be running these dumpsters, whether I'm going to be swapping them out while my guys are working, or if I'm going to be on site giving them a hand, and I'm just going to be making runs to the dump and giving them a hand and back and forth. So I got a system in play for that. But when you bid on these jobs, man, always bid yourself a cushion. I'm just going to say bid yourself a cushion. I don't want to say bid one load over. But if you see yourself having 2.25 loads, 2.5 loads, bid 3. Just round up, because that's more than likely what it's going to be. All right. Don't underbid yourself. All right. Don't underbid yourself because you're pressed for the work. Don't do it, because I've talked to people, and I at one point underbidded myself too. Not to a point where it hurt me. It hurt me. But I could have got a little bit more out of that job. But at the end of the day, give or take where I'm at, it was all good. So make sure you're bidding appropriately, man. Just know what just know what your pickup bed, your dumpster trailers, whatever you got, have all that already set where you know what you can get inside of these things, and stuff them. All right, just stuff them. Sometimes you got to stuff them. You got to max out the space in them. One thing you don't want to do, I don't recommend doing, don't try to get over on the customer by not utilizing all of the space in your dumpster. Now, I tell customers all the time, we're not a moving company. So if you're expecting us to go in here and pack things completely neatly, that's not really going to happen, because now we're going to be spending time doing that stuff. But we are going to maximize our dumpsters to the best of our ability. So, but again, you don't want to take bulky items and couches and beds and just be flinging them in there. You do want to, get busy with them and play Tetris and line those things up again, how you want to do it to maximize your space. Because some people will finesse customers basically by charging 2 loads, taking a 1 load job and trying to stretch it into a 2 load job. Again, and depending on the size dumpster you have and what you're going out with charging a load, you have to understand that what the industry standard is for a load. All right, you have to go do your homework on that, understand what the industry standard is, and then go back and look at your equipment and see if your equipment fall in that range. All right, if it do, cool. Now you just need to search your competitors' prices, and then you need to figure out where you comfortable at with that. But don't break up a load into 2 loads to try to get over on your customer. All right, that's a good way to put a stain on your name. I don't recommend doing that, man. Again, networking with people is always a great way to get these full house clean outs, man. Simply because a lot of people don't want to do the work, man. And one of the hardest things I will tell you about getting these full house clean outs is, again, I'm going to say reliable people, man, because I found myself in a situation one time where we were starting to drag out a house clean out. And me, I like to finish things beforehand. I don't like to stretch things out. So if I give a person 2 days, I'm really trying to finish that in 1 day. All right, I'm just giving myself a little bit of leeway time. But you will find workers, man, that will try to stretch things out as if, you know, hey, if they can split up 1 load into 2 loads or yada yada yada, they want to get paid like that. Simply being, I just let people know this is what I'm paying per hour if we don't do it like that, because I know how long it takes for me to go in there and knock out the load. And I'm not going to go past that for anybody else, man, just because either they're trying to milk me for some extra money, and I'm not trying to milk a customer for extra money, man. So definitely keep your name clean, man. I know I'm a little bit all over the place with these. They ain't no set order, but if you follow the things I'm telling you, man, it will help you out with getting these full house clean outs, man. You may have to come in underbidding a little bit to get your feet wet. Sometimes underbid a little bit is okay at the end of the day, because you want to secure that job. So if you underbid by $100 or so, I mean, that's not really bad in my opinion, man, because now it's all about how quick can we get this done, because time is money. All right, so again, later on I'll be back with a more in-depth video about getting these house clean outs, these full load clean outs, full house clean outs. We talking multiple loads, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get them coming in. I'm starting to get better with them bidding, but I'm just telling y'all where I'm at now. I've came a long way with it. So if you're struggling to get these clean out jobs, just stick with whatever you're doing and look at what you're doing and try to adjust things. There's always room for progress in this business, man, especially with your business. All right, so I'll be back with y'all on another video, man. All right, I hope everybody doing well out there, man. I appreciate the views, man, and yeah, y'all keep getting to it. Peace.